Good evening, everyone. This is Sabrina with a Touch of Elegance. I want to share with you on today how I made this large grapevine door wreath. I got a request for a large wreath. The client wanted the wreath to be large on the bottom. She liked the look of the floral arrangement at the bottom of her wreath. Okay, I just wanted to show you all the basic of making a wreath like this. This person, the request was very different. She wanted, this is going to be cut. I just want to put it right here for right now. She wanted red, white, and blue with a little bit of yellow in there. And I think the reason why she wanted these colors is because it's close to 4th of July, and she wanted those colors on her door. But she also wanted the wreath to be able, the wreath and the colors to be able to last maybe throughout the summer, so she could get a longer use out of the wreath. And that is understandable because 4th of July is in the next week or two, so she wouldn't be able to get that much time out of the wreath if she was just getting a wreath for the 4th of July. So what I'm doing is just giving her the color she asked for and putting in yellow, and then I'm gonna also include a little bit of yellow flowers in here, so that the wreath will be able to continue to stay on her door throughout the summer. So what I've done so far, I just took a piece of styrofoam and put it on the bottom of the wreath by zip tying it to the bottom of the wreath, and then I added glue, hot glue, on the back of the zip tie just to secure it, and then I added the green leather leaf all around the styrofoam. And before I put my flowers in, I like to put my bow. So what I'm going to do now is make a bow to match the top bow. I'm going to make a bow at the bottom to let it hang a little bit. And then we'll add our wreath. Then we'll add our flowers to this wreath. Okay, what I did is just moved you all over here to this side where my ribbon is at. And I just brought my ribbon over here so I can show you how I'm going to make this bow for the bottom of the wreath. So what I did is just measured it out and just left a little bit for my tail so it can hang on the bottom of the wreath. And we're gonna pinch the ribbon, and give us a loop in the mid by gathering it in the middle and holding the center of your bow just like this with these two fingers. Then we're going to bring it back towards us, towards the middle, and hold it with the same two fingers, using these as support. Do the same thing because I want 4 loops. I'm going to twist it and bring it back in the middle. And then what we're going to do is just measure it off to the same size and cut it off. And we have our 4 loops. If they're not measuring up the same, all you have to do is pull the ribbon to measure it out the same. And then we're going to add our blue and white. And what I'm going to do, I just want one tail of this hanging, of the blue and white, down at the bottom. And I'll tell you why in a few minutes. I can show you the reason why I'm only doing one right now. Do the same thing, and make sure you twist this ribbon because it's not a solid ribbon. It has a print. You always want to twist your prints because if you don't, you'll have it on the wrong side. And this is a beautiful ribbon with the edges with the lace. I love this ribbon. So we're going to take this in and leave it upward. cutting it off so it can stand just like that. And I'm going to go back and cut it at an angle. And then what we're going to do is add our blue. We're going to add a solid blue. We're going to drape that tail. And then this is like a 1/2 inch ribbon. We're going to do the same thing by feeding it to those 2 fingers that's in the middle, and we're just going to keep a grip on those 2 fingers on those ribbons. And then we're going to twist it and bring it back in the middle, that solid blue. Then we're going to measure it off at the bottom and cut it off. If they're not measuring at the bottom towards the end, all you have to do is go back and cut it. Now we're going to bring in that red and white. And this red and white also have that pretty lace trimming. We're going to do 2 loops of this. Doing the same thing by holding it in the center and twisting it. Making sure you twist it because it's a pattern ribbon. You know what? I want 2 of those hanging because that's the only red I have in here. So I'm going to have 2 of those hanging. Then I'm going to come back with my yellow. No, I'm not. I'm going to come back with my blue and white to bring back that blue and white. And this is the reason why I put this blue and white up at the top, because I'm bringing in another blue and white. And I didn't want to have too many blue and white strings hanging. Tails hanging. And I knew I was going to bring in 1 more blue and white. So I'll bring this down and I'm going to do 2. Two loops here. I'll bring them in a little bit. And we're going to twist it. And bring it there. And then I'm going to cut this off at the top also. And last, I'm going to bring in a small amount of yellow. The reason why I'm not putting a lot of yellow inside of the bow is because I'm going to bring more yellow inside, yellow flowers inside of the wreath. And then we're going to cut this off. And there we have our wreath for our bottom of our bow for the bottom of our wreath. Give me just a second and I'm going to take you back to the wreath. Let me put the wire on. Let me show you how I put my wire on before I do that. Just take a piece of wire. Take a good amount. Not too long, but I want it to be long enough where I can double it so it can be thick. And I put it around my bow. Tighten it, and then I fluff my bow out, and I'm going to fluff it some more once I get it on the wreath. And now let's go put this bow on this wreath. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until the next video, I will see you guys later.